Hello there! In this video we will see why you should use trichlor tabs in your pool, how many of these you will need, so we will see how to calculate the amount of trichlor tabs you need depending on the capacity or gallons of your swimming pool and how often you have to refill back the float or floating buoy. Let's start! Okay, first of all, why should you use these trichlor tabs in your swimming pool? It turns out that you need to disinfect the water so that no microorganism can proliferate in there. That way, you will always have a safe bath. And the way to have the water disinfected is obviously by using some disinfectant such as these trichlor tabs. And the beautiful part about these trichlor tabs is that they dissolve slowly in the water, letting you just to add them once a week. And also these trichlor tabs are extremely good if you have too many sunshine hours, because this slow chlorine resists well this sunshine because of the CYA or cyanuric acid that it carries. You can look for the video Everything About Cyanuric Acid if you would like to know exactly what I mean when I tell that it is what makes trichlor resist the sun hours. Now, to know how many of these to use in your swimming pool, you just need to go to the app Manage Your Pool, Parameters section, Chlorine option, insert the amount of gallons of your swimming pool. This one, 1200 gallons pool, the number of bathers in one day, for this example are 2 bathers a day. Initial chlorine and desired chlorine are not important because what the app will do is just to tell you how many trichlor tabs you need permanently to have your water completely disinfected during the days. So choose the type of chlorine, which is trichlor tabs, choose the size of the trichlor tabs. For example, these are 200 grams. Click in calculate and now you know the exact amount of trichlor tabs you should use in your swimming pool. As you can see, for this one you need less than 1 tablet, which means you have to either crack a tablet with a hammer or, like me this time, that I'm using an old tab that is very small. If your swimming pool is small, such as this one, I recommend you to buy smaller tabs. Remember that I teach you in another video how to do this magical homemade trichlor float. It costs absolutely nothing and you can see exactly how many tabs you have left, which you can't with these other floats. It's very cool. So now this amount of trichlor tabs is just a start point. What this means is that you could need a little bit more or less tabs floating in your swimming pool because every pool is different, and I tell you now why every pool is different. It turns out that there are 5 main factors that affect to the amount of tablets you need. First one is the rain. If your pool is exposed to a lot of rain, you will obviously need more tabs because that rainwater will need more disinfection. Second factor that affects a lot is how much wind there is in your swimming pool. It's not the same a float that will be moving all over the pool all day long because of the wind than a pool at which will not be moving and will be steady. Obviously, if you have more wind, you will need less trichlor tabs, but they will dissolve faster. The next factor that affects is the sunshine. The more sun you have, the more trichlor tabs you will need because this sunshine takes away your chlorine. And this is the main reason why you should use these trichlor tabs, because other chlorine types will not resist at all to the sunshine hours. The next factor that affects are the bathers. The more people bathe in your swimming pool, the more trichlor tabs you will need because they take away the chlorine in their bodies and they also insert a lot of dirt to the water. And the last one is obviously the dirt you have around the swimming swimming pool. If many leaves and dust and bugs get inside the pool, you will need more trichlor tabs. So now that you know that every swimming pool is different, well, how could you know you are using the correct amount of trichlor tabs for you? And there is a magical and very cheap way to do this. You just need to buy one of these test kits that could cost maybe $10, but by using them the way I'm going to show you, they will last for as long as 1 year by controlling permanently the level of chlorine and pH in your swimming pool. Because obviously it's not only important to control the chlorine level, but also the pH level. And the way to use this is by taking a water sample from your swimming pool, just add 1 drop for the chlorine, little secret, because you will see now that is very yellow. And if I add the 4 drops in my situation, it will look exactly the same. So as long as your chlorine levels are normal between 1 to 3 parts per million, you can use just 1 drop of the chlorine reactive, and that way you will save a lot by being able to measure chlorine levels daily for up to 1 year with just one of these reactives. Beautiful secret. And obviously you also need to measure your pH levels. Add the 4 drops for this one and shake it slowly. And by measuring your chlorine levels daily with a test kit, you will be sure that you are using the right amount of trichlor tabs. For example, if I get to measure chlorine levels daily and I get to see that every day this is painting less yellow, then I will know that I am adding less trichlor tabs than what I need. And what I need to do is increase the amount of trichlor tabs in my floater. And on the other hand, if the chlorine levels get to increase and increase by measuring it day by day, then I will know that I am using too many trichlor tabs and I have to use less tabs. Perfect! Now that you know how to calculate the tablets for your swimming pool, what factors affect so that you need to use more or less trichlor tabs, and how to measure correctly and know that your water is perfect to swim and also well disinfected, let's see now how often you should add new trichlor tabs to your floater. And the number is as simple as every 7 days. This means every week. So once a week, add the new tabs to your floater dispenser, calculating them with the app Manage Your Pool, and let it float in the pool until the next week. And that's everything for this video. Remember that after using these trichlor tabs for some months, you need to change to liquid chlorine, because as you use trichlor tabs, your CYA levels get to increase and increase, and at some point when these CYA levels are above 50 parts per million, you need to start to use liquid chlorine, because this one does not carry cyanuric acid, and that way the CYA levels won't continue to increase and the water will continue to be very well disinfected. Remember that this applies for any type of pool, including a big one and in-ground such as this one. Using trichlor tabs could be the best choice for any type of pool. If you like the video, subscribe, because I'm gonna be uploading many more of these very useful videos for your swimming pool every week. See you later!